didn't already see, another good brand has sold out to a mega corporation, which means you really got to start picking it up and learning how to make things yourself. So I'm going to teach you today how to make some granola so you can start making it, stop relying on these shit-ass brands that keep trying to sell their products as something that they're not, and then also giving them to mega corporations. We've got to start voting with our dollars. It'll only take you a couple minutes. Come on, let's go. Preheat the oven, 325. A cookie sheet, unbleached parchment paper. What you're gonna need, this is your baseline stuff. You need the oats, honey, vanilla extract, cinnamon, and coconut oil. If you like shredded coconut, any sort of nuts or raisins or anything like that, this is the time to kind of get all that together. We're gonna take a half cup of honey, then we're gonna take a third cup of coconut oil, and then we're gonna put it into our same bowl with the honey, and I'm using glass because I don't own a microwave, so I put everything right into the oven. Glass is safe to go in the oven. Right now the oven's still preheating, so it's just gonna melt my coconut oil, my honey, and then I'm actually gonna throw a little bit of this extract in there, 2 teaspoons-ish. I eyeball that. In the oven, let it sit there for just a couple of minutes. Fun part, we're gonna take 3 cups of organic glyphosate-free oats. 1, 2, 3. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Kind of like a super flavored, like you know how they had multiple different flavors? You have to kind of play around with what you're gonna add, but this is the baseline, of granola. The very simple way. You can add cacao powder, you can add all sorts of things to make it chocolate, make it cookie dough, make it all these different flavors. My kids love a good cinnamon one. You can really do that's amazing is get some dried apples, you know those bear chips, or you could just make them yourself if you wanted to be crazy extra. You know it's actually on them. Crunch them up, put them in here, have cinnamon apple granola, super simple. I told you that bowl should only be in there for 1 quick minute. It shouldn't be in there too long. We're trying to save dishes here and make life a lot easier. Mixing this up and melting down that coconut oil. Perfect. We're gonna put this right into our oats, and then I'm just gonna mix it up. You can hand mix this. If you have a KitchenAid, KitchenAid it for a second. You just want the oats to get really mixed into. All right, now that it's all mixed together, this should not be super wet. Putting it onto your cooking pan to pat this down flat and as skinny as possible. You do not want a thick granola clump. Just like that, you see how that's super skinny? 1 even layer into the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. Halfway through that 25-30 minute time frame, you're gonna wanna pull it out and mix it up so all the spaces are getting dried up, like wet. You're gonna wanna stir it up and reflatten it back out and put it back in for another about 12 to 15 minutes. That, it's looking delicious. Get yourself a nice glass jar, and if you're like, I can't afford glass, this is an old jam jar. So you can really start upcycling a lot of your jars and reusing them for tons of things. We're gonna start breaking this off. It just got 42 ounces of granola, and it maybe cost me like less than $1. Organic, no additives, so it doesn't even come into contact with plastic. They try to make it seem too complicated so you don't try, but once you understand, it's over, baby.